Sniffer fans, today we'll be making creatures for Reverse. This might seem like a random idea, but I actually been thinking before I even made them. Since I made the planet, like after this was probably a pretty long time ago by now, probably a year ago. I've been thinking, no, not a year ago, but still a long time ago. I've been thinking to do more of the planet, like maybe make whole species line. The only thing I have to do is take a living animal and alienize it, which means I can make it anything I absolutely want. I can make a trunk, a horn. That's weird and strange. I probably won't ever do that, but you get the point of my conversation. Now, before I just added spikes and things, let's make them do alienness. I had to put the reverse colors, blah, blah, blah. You know what the deal is. So, yeah. I was thinking today, I'm going to make reverse creatures. But instead of going off the basics of what I've been doing, like adding horns and stuff, maybe I'll go and try to grab some creatures. You know, creatures I've done, maybe redesign them. to make them, like, actual things that are really not even close to the animals. But still look like the animals, because these are alien versions of the animals. So they still look like animals. So, honestly, let me show you what reverse is. Oh. Here what the planet reverse looks like. It has rings, and it has, like, these things. Honestly, I think the planet looks pretty cool. That's not reverse creature. Here is my first concept of reverse. This is what the birds look like. This later transferred into Dino. I actually quite like Dino's design. The whale is cute too, and the panda is cute too. And let me show you my next reverse thing. And here's the alien typing for these characters. Wow, I feel like the first time's way better. The dolphin idea is cute. The penguin idea is... It doesn't look very penguin-y, but it's still a good idea of penguin. This guy, the color is too dark. The lion, this looks like a fire lion, and this giraffe, honestly, I like the giraffe design. I might keep a giraffe. But these just don't look super good. Like, they're okay. They're okay. I just wish the color design could change. So I'm thinking we could put basically a twist on this thing and still have the color reversed for like the results, and then we'll put it in there. So yeah. So I'm gonna have some animals. Wait, this isn't my correct book. So I'm gonna have some animals. What are real life animals? Like for example, let me grab some animal. Like, let's say this cat here. Let's say I got the prompt to change the cat into a reverse creature. Which the reverse creature is going to be like an alien version of the cat. So it's going to be like alien versions of the 60 animals, which is actually a pretty cool concept and probably can go very far with it. This is by taking my ideas. That's going to be pretty easy. Now, I normally base on things after real animals with my normal creatures. But I normally base off prompts. This time I'm trying to go off some other things and prompts. And maybe prompts if I need help. The pictures that you see are just some pictures I found online of some koi fish. So, yeah. They're not actually the art piece I'm doing. So, for the first reverse creature, I got the idea to base it off a koi fish. Here are some pictures of koi fish. I kept seeing that koi fish have long fins for this normal fins and also tail fins. That they have fins that go across their body and like to their tail. They have round ones and not spiky ones. I kept seeing that koi fish had these little whiskers, even though they're not that long. I thought that I would incorporate into the design. So now we are drawing a little creature of reverse. First we're starting with its head, and then we're moving on to the body shape. This is going to be a front view of the character. And your little eyes. So I did these spikes first, but later they turned to round spines. And then I tried to experiment with the nose. This didn't turn out right until I came up with this nose with the whiskers that connect off of it, which can smell poison, which is incorporated into the name. Then here where everything changes, we incorporate the fins into the string fins, and then we got the little round spines that go across. Then we got the string tails as well. And then we got the little ears that can sense danger. It was used back when the poison sniffers used to live in the rivers. Now they're normally found in kitchens with cooks or just around people's houses who like to cook, smelling out poisons and making sure their food or drinks are not poisonous. Poisonous? That would be the opposite thing. They don't want to feed their customers poisonous food. No. Are not poisonous. So they really save the customers for feeding their customers. So the poison sniffer glows, and that's how it tells, hey, your food is poisonous. And if it doesn't glow, guess what? Your food's not poisonous. And if your food is poisonous when you cook it, you have to find out what's wrong. If your food's not poisonous, you can feed it to anyone you want without making anyone sick. It's very helpful. But don't try to eat it, because you won't get the powers yourself. You'll just die because this creature is very poisonous. It can smell out poison of drinks and food, and there's no poisonous drinks in this world, so we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, and don't worry, those poisonous drinks in the real world do not kill people, okay? Getting back to design, we have the first pattern of the first poison sniffer, with the orange outlines, the blue outlines, the red outlines, and that's basically it for the outlines. I'm also giving a purple outline to its eyes to reference the poison, because it can sniff out poisons. It can't use poisons itself, because that would be for power, and we're not doing that to this creature. It can just sniff out poisons. It's pretty friendly. You would never find it attacking anyone, except that's different poison sniffer, you know? Any poison sniffer can be evil. This poison sniffer not given personality, but normally they're found as nice creatures. They'll definitely probably be the creature that's found in aquariums or fish tanks around reverse that keep them pets. They're probably pretty small creatures if many reverse creatures can keep them pets. The size of koi fishes are pretty big actually, so it's not the same size as a koi fish, of course. It's probably even smaller. I don't know what size it is, but that's okay. Then we got little orange thing. They live in rivers and ponds. Yeah, they do not live in the ocean. You cannot find them in the ocean, okay? We got all the orange little fins, like, going off of it. Well, they are orange fins, because it's a fish. It needs to swim around the sea. If it didn't swim around the sea, why would it be a fish then? So we're just calling the spots the koi pattern, which, if you probably looked at this, you'll probably be like, oh, this is not inspired by a koi fish. When you look at the patterns, though, you're like, oh, I know where that came from. But I just looked at this. If I just looked at this without saying it's inspired by a koi fish, would any of you be like, oh yeah, inspired by a koi fish? Probably not. This is the first color scheme of the poison sniffers. This color scheme is the first common color scheme. There's a second common color scheme. I gave it these color schemes also to all the rest of the species except one that's in part 2 for a different concept. So yeah. The main color is black, which is the reverse color of white. So most things that are white in the real world are gonna be black. So that's why this koi fish was black. So as a result. How the first drawing of a poison sniffer turned out. It looks super cute. It's adorable. So here is the second poison sniffer. Honestly, this is the second version of a poison sniffer. The second most common type of a poison sniffer. This poison sniffer, it's not really a type. It's more of like, I guess we could call it type. And it's a side view of a poison sniffer also. Showing the normal way I would normally draw a poison sniffer if I was not trying different poses. Because I would normally be terrified drawing the front view. But honestly, that turned out pretty great. Honestly, the side view is pretty cute as well. This main color, oh no, why is my hand there? Is gonna be with little fins, and a white main color. You have to guess though what kind of patterns you'll give the second most common poison sniffer. The creasers that help cooks and some bakers also. They probably just help bakers with the same thing cooks also help them. So they probably also live in bakeries. The color types are green and purple. The reason why they were chosen is because they're normally the colors that are with toxic materials or poisonous things. Normally green and purple are the things that represent these things. So that's why I chose green and purple as the colors for the koi pattern, which these creatures have, because they're inspired by koi fish. So this is the second form of a poison sniffer. I think it's super cute, and it's a side view. I think the side view of poison sniffers are really cute. They're super adorable and cute. I like them. Now we're drawing the third type of a poison sniffer. This is the rarest type. It is rare as brown pandas or blue axolotls. They're both from Minecraft. I just use Minecraft for instance because that way I know it's rare. Or as rare as shinies from Pokemon. That kind of rare thing. This is very rare. A very rare poison sniffer that you don't really see in any kitchens or bakeries or ever in rivers or ponds that they're not as commonly found in. This is a sleeping pose of a poison sniffer. I like the sketch of it. And the color scheme was based off space, where the white fins represent stars. I was going to have a star pattern be based off this creature, but I decided to not do that because if I ever have a story with this creature, and drawing a million times also with that story, I had to draw stars every single time, which I did try. It takes a long time. I don't think I'm going to continue it. So I'll just keep the dark blue coloring. It will have the two colors, like for the koi fish pattern. The koi fish pattern colors are for this time are going to be blue and yellow. Yellow probably represents stars, and blue is just normally a space color. Some random reason. Also, it kind of goes with the dark blue that's going to get given to this main color, and that's why the outline is going to be black, I believe, and purple eyes, and a little purple smile. Maybe its eyes are purple like the first type poison sniffer, but honestly, any poison sniffer type can have a different color eye, because these are just pictures of a poison sniffer species. We're not showing their personality here. This is not a character, this is a picture of them. So I try to give a non-personality thing to them in case I want to revisit designs and actually turn them into characters down the line. So I can have that approach to do that. So right now they're just species types. Honestly, I like the color schemes. Turned out pretty good. This is the most rarest poison sniffer of what it looks like. It's a little sleeping pose, and oh my goodness, a little poison sniffer looks so cute when it's sleeping. Honestly, I think this little drawing turned out great. By the way, the pictures I'm using are just pictures I got from online. So let's continue on from that. For my next reverse creaser, I based it off a lizard, a bearded lizard. If you've seen it before, it's because it's on my shorts. And this is a picture of a bearded lizard. I saw that bearded lizards had these spikes around them, and they look like little lizards. And they have little lines that represent their noses or little curved mouths. I saw they had little stripes around their body that was on their tails or legs, and I decided to incorporate that into the design. I'm drawing a little perspective line to just give my pose a little bit more with the pose, and I'm just drawing the sketch. This sketch was actually drawn on the car. So yeah, it's a sketch of this creature flying. So yeah. And we're going to finish up the sketch, and yeah. Okay, the head is so massive, I did the mouth open. This is a little sketch. Honestly, I think it's turning out pretty good so far. So we're drawing the sketch, and that was the sketch of the tail. I'm giving the beard aspect for the bearded dragon inspiration of the species. And this species is called a lizard dragon. Lizard dragons are creatures that live in high places. Not the clouds, though. They do not live in the clouds. The spikes on them are supposed to be not fur, but like little spikes. I'm getting the outline, pencil outline right now. They live in high places, like in tree houses or stuff like that, or their houses. And they like to jump off high things because they then have the power to fly. If you had the power to fly, would you jump off high places, not fly places? If you had the power to fly, I gave it little stripes, which honestly is pretty cute, and I like it. And there we go, there's a sketch. And now I'm doing the outline. I'm going to continue talking about the creature. These creatures stand on two legs. They did that because they can walk easier with their wings that are under their arms. And they really like windy days because they can fly for a longer distance. That would be really happy. Honestly, most people don't like windy days. So you might like windy days. That's the outline done. Honestly, I like it. The colors will be blue and brown. This is the first most common type of dragon lizards you can find. So yeah, dragon lizards live in tree houses normally. Honestly, that's pretty neat. So they do build their own houses. Wait, probably a different creature builds their houses. I don't know. I don't know who builds the dragon lizard houses, but we don't need to worry about that. We're talking about dragon lizards, not where they live right now. And I'm calling the blue stripes. This is the most common type. I made it for the reverse colors of the light brown and red, and blue was not reverse colors as another color. I think so far this little dragon lizard is looking great. So this is the final result of the first picture I did of the
dragon lizard. Honestly, I think it turned out really cool. And it's pretty cute. I think the pose turned out really good as well. So, we are drawing the second version of a dragon lizard. Sorry for the black screens. This is the front view of a dragon lizard. The last view was a dragon lizard flying in midair after it jumps off something. The wings on it do not work like a bird or some kind of dragon. It works more like a flying squirrel. Flying squirrels jump off of things to fly, and that's why they love windy days. The wing could push their wings more up so they could fly for a longer distance. So maybe they'll put their fan on and stay like, I'm gonna jump off my double bunk bed. Do not do this in real life. This is a very bad idea. And then they jump off of it and land their feet. They always land their feet. They always do. No matter what, they always land their feet and always land safely on the ground because they have the dragon wings to do with that. So, they'll never land being hurt. So yeah. And this is the little, where the curved mouth is in this design, and I try to make it open. Honestly, I like the front view. I did struggle with it for the body, making like too spiky and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm giving it the same things of the other poison sniffer stripes and stuff like that. Just giving it poison sniffers? I mean dragon lizards. I guess I'm not called poison sniffer. I'm sorry, dragon lizard, I'm sorry. You're not getting replaced by a poison sniffer. That's not happening. You're a reptile. And we're just going to go and just draw these little stripes in for the dragon lizard. I basically explained everything I need to about the species, so I don't know what else to explain. They probably wouldn't like living in cold environments either because they don't have any. They probably wouldn't like the cold, honestly, so they don't live in cold environments. Also, probably poison snifers wouldn't like cold environments also, but we're done with poison snifers. We're on to dragon lizards. So let me explain about the drawing I'm drawing. We are drawing the other version, the second most common you can see of dragon lizards. That one got a little messed up by having that tooth-tongue thing, but honestly it's fine. And then we got the light brown, which I said that would be for the other most common type. And then we got the red. With the red had the color pencil and then the marker on top of it. Because it looked better with the marker on top of it. I'm going to be honest. And look, that's this orange. So I kept doing that for all the rest of the design. I just kept this painting on the marker. Honestly, it gave a pretty cool effect and I like the wings. And also just like the red parts in general. Red is actually my favorite color. And it was a normal color scheme I was really going to give this creature, but I gave it the very form for the first one you saw, and then gave it this form. The other color scheme, just say what my first idea of the color scheme was. And I'm giving it the red belly. Basically, it's basically the same creature with a different colors. This is the second drawing of a lizard dragon. Honestly, I think it's pretty cute. So, right now we're going to draw in the pose I really draw. I want to draw in a sleeping pose to match the poison sniffer. Honestly, this probably could work if I just twist the body around, but I had a hard time just trying to, savor this idea. It was just not working for me. See, I'm adding these little spikes onto it, and then I'm going to add the eyes, and I thought a dragon lizard would be a creature that just snores a lot when it sleeps, and I gave it teeth because it's a reptile. It just didn't really turn out right because then it just looked like you had your head turned, also lay on the back. Probably just having a belly lay can probably just fix the design, but I just didn't do that. If I ever visit Dragon Lizard, I might go with that design. Because honestly, I'm kind of sad it doesn't exist. But, you know, oh well. I can draw these creatures anytime. And this is gonna be the rarest one. You're not be able to find this. It's like trying to find a shiny Pokemon. They are hard. And trying to maybe breed a brown panda. Also very hard. Also trying to find a blue axolotl. Also very hard. And I'm doing it instead of sitting on a rock. Which I really have not really mastered how to draw a character sitting. But I'll try my best to. I just know my draw standing. And this rare thing, rare colorings could be purple. With orange. I know it's Halloweeny. And I know Halloween has passed. When I'm recording this video, it has passed. Not when I'm recording, but when I'm recording this video, it has passed. And I give it the green eyes and the wings that I almost forgot. If I forgot, it wouldn't be a dragon lizard. And I'm coloring the rock blue. Probably gray rocks be harder to find than blue rocks because blue rocks seem more common in the reverse area. So here's my first little picture. I think it looks pretty cute. It's like a little dragon lizard sitting on a rock. I think it's pretty cute, even though I had to go for 2 designs to get to where it is, because the first design was not going really well. But overall, I think it turned out pretty good. Good job. So this is the end of the video. These are the first 2 species I made. I'm gonna have another video that describes 2 more species of reverse that I made. I just put them in 2 videos so they don't really become one long video. So, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed all the pictures I made, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So make sure you like, make sure to subscribe, make sure you ring the bell. Bye fans! Hope you enjoyed this video. This is not an episode of a series. Hope you enjoyed this video.